Hey Tony.
How's it going?
Hello everyone, welcome to the
Holy
Legends
crap,
Championship.
a landscape
My name is
livestream.
Luke Elvey. Alongside me, as always, is John McCarthy, and we're excited to bring this day's action to you. And John, getting off to a good start is
Hey, Colin.
paramount. How do the players have to play this opening hole?
What's up,
Well,
Colin?
Luke, this first hole at Fiddler's Green is wide open. It's one of
Yeah, I
those
figure
shared
I
fairways.
share
It's
a
gonna be
little-
interesting to see what the players do
little
off the
gameplay.
tee here. I mean,
Ain't got
you
nothing
kinda
else to
have
do tonight.
aim at that clump of trees to the right. And that's going to give you the best look at this green on approach, I think. But again, it's going to be up to the players. Let's see how this goes.
Thanks, John. It all sets up to be a fabulous day.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
And I think he will like that. From 125 yards out.
How have you been, Tony?
I've been good. Been taking
And
classes.
Right home about on that approach shot. Just not enough club on that one.
How you been doing?
Whoa! What a glorious display of skill. This one looks about 4 feet.
Sal Mercer.
Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And starting
Been
today's
pretty good,
round
kind
off
of
at
bored.
even par.
Yeah, it is getting kind of boring around here. They got people on lockdown, which, you know, I don't understand why. I do understand why, but I don't really understand why. I know why. Yeah,
Teeing
you
off on
got
this next
these
hole. Wind
tyrannical
could be an issue on this one. And
local
well, I guess we're about to
governments,
find
you know,
out.
taking advantage of a situation like this. It's like, okay, when the people start to rise up, then you want to get all upset because you're taking away their civil liberties of free movement. You know,
Working, just want this crap to be over with.
And from here, about 210 yards to the pin.
yeah, we all do, Colin. We all do. I'm hoping it'll be over soon.
And here's a 3 iron. This might be a bit too much club. And that's not very good as far as approach shots go. And that's to be expected, unfortunately, in a wind like this.
Oh, ah. Yeah, that was the wrong club.
This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say.
Holy crap, the chat talks on your end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the, that's that PS4 thing. Has a talking chat.
And after that hole, he will stay at even par.
That is neat.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
The next hole
You
we
know,
have before us is a par 3.
It took me a minute to figure out how to configure it, because if you turn on the chat so it can, the PS4, so it can show up on the screen, then it doesn't, for some reason it doesn't have the talking chat, so I have to turn that off and do the one from YouTube, because it connects the live chat from YouTube displays inside of
awesome.
displays inside of the PS4 and all of that, and I kept getting it wrong from time to time, so I finally watched a video as to where, okay, it says just turn
like
it off inside of PS4, and then you get the talking chat out of YouTube, but it comes through
Not
your
the best approach
PS4.
shot we've seen today. Not enough club on that one. This putt is essential to save par.
Not enough.
And they're about 3 feet away here.
So how was your day today, Colin?
And +1 on the day after that hole.
I suck today.
All right, here's the 4th hole.
Welcome to the Blind Bastards Club, my good sir. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
And I think he will be pleased with that. And about 180 yards to the pin.
LOL.
Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. And that will not be on the green. And that's another missed green in regulation. Not going too well for him in that department today.
Yeah, not playing such good golf
And this
today.
putt is essential for saving par. We're finishing
Have
this
you
one
been
with a good
watching
putt.
JV lately?
And our leader today is sitting at 3 under par.
Yeah, we were playing, we had game night last night. We were playing Jackbox. This morning, I think at morning coffee, I wasn't there because I was trying to get my
And next
classes
up is par 4, folks.
together. That's good, Colin.
And this is looking fairway bound.
Throat. Fuck. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
From 115 yards out.
You like that shit, huh?
And I think he's overshot the green. Unlucky on that approach shot. Bit too much club on that one. This one's about 11 feet from the cup. Oh, I thought that was going to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live and it
This one's a
sucks.
bogey. And after that one, +2 for the day.
When do you think all this will be over?
I'm hoping soon. Within the next
now
two
setting
to
up for this
I'm hoping. I mean, the way his press conferences have been going, it's like, okay, we need to do something before we go into
And the shot's looking promising.
a serious recession and that get into a deep hole as to where we can't recover.
From 225 yards.
So I'm holding out faith that, you know, for whatever he needs to get done, you know, make it happen.
And that is not bound for the dance floor. Not enough club on that one, unfortunately.
I had someone say that
And this
August
putt
would be the
is for birdie.
soonest, others say by May 1.
Yeah, that sounds about right. May, early May. Yeah.
Ooh, just missing here.
If we go any
Okay, and now
further
let's
past
take a
May,
peek
we
and see
might
what's
as well
happening on
hang
the
it up.
leaderboard. And currently sitting at +2 for
And
the day.
it's fallen into what the Democrats want, a socialist environment, as to where they can make all the rules and all of that and nobody can stop them.
Okay, and let's see what the 7th
And
has in store.
become government dependent, and they have no choice.
Going
You know,
with
which would
the
be
8
a
iron. I think the 8
terrible-
iron is a bit much on this one.
terrible society to live in. I don't want to be dependent on the government. You know,
Well, not a good approach shot there.
and
Bit too much.
And most
club
of
on
these
that.
young folks, that's what they're depending on. Most of these young folks don't know what socialism is. That's all they see is free shit. You know, nothing in
From
this world is
22
free.
out.
The only thing that's in this world is free is air.
It would be like England, and Galm sucks.
Yeah,
And just missing.
that's the only thing that's free is air.
This one's about 3 feet from
Everything
the cup.
else you gotta pay for, somebody else gotta pay for, and the young folks are like, I don't care who pay for it as long as I get it.
And our leader
You know,
today
which-
currently on
okay.
top of things with a round
You know,
of
you'll
4
find
under
out
par.
soon that life ain't as rosy as you think it is with this socialist agenda. And I think that's what we're in right now, a little mini socialist state. But I'm glad that we have
Now
who we
being
have in
full.
the office now, because if
Life
we'd have
will be
had
harder.
if we'd have had somebody like Hillary in there, this would have happened like in 2017. What we going through now without the pandemic, you know. But they seen that, okay, the pandemic is here, so let's take advantage of it. So that's what they're doing. They're taking advantage of it
Yep.
and trying to, you know, push these bills
Probably like that. From
through. And I
26
think that
feet.
what I heard today, that she's trying to get this in this next stimulus package, she's trying to
that
get
was very close.
this bill, this women's
This or
protection
the
bill, which is nothing more than a red flag bill.
And that putt drops.
You know,
And he's
they're
moving on
trying
up
to
the
take our
leaderboard
guns
after
away.
that
They're
hole.
taking our civil liberties away now. They're trying to take our freedoms away. And one person One person alone can't do nothing. 10 people alone can't do nothing. 100 people alone can't do nothing. But 1,000, 10,000, people out there saying this ain't right, and you get about 10, 20,000 per state. All of this tyrannical, all of these unjust, unconstitutional edicts will go away. Like, how can you tell somebody they can't worship?
Give me a break. We women get enough handed to us. We don't need any
And
more.
on to the 9th.
No, it's not about the women. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay, I don't understand that, but I think she's doing that to enact a red flag law for gun control. She puts it under disguise.
Man,
She puts it under
160
disguise of a Women's Protection Act. But when you read it and stuff like that, it's like, wow, okay,
SMH.
yeah, and a lot of things,
And here's an 8-iron.
if we can get people out, and about, I mean, large
And,
enough groups as
not
to where,
the greatest
the
of
police
swings
ain't
on
got
that
enough,
approach shot.
to try to doggone arrest you and everything and all of that stuff. But it's gonna take some
And
powerful
to save
groups,
par.
to let these local governments know that
Oh,
this
that's,
is not
bad luck there.
this is not constitutional what you're doing,
And this putt is for
because the president never said shut down your city.
bogey. And a nice putt.
He never said close stores.
And as we finish
I
the
mean,
front 9, let's
yeah,
check
he
in
could do
with
something
Luke
about
Alvey.
it,
Luke, what's
but
happening up there on the
ultimately
leaderboard?
John, the leaders at
the
4
control
under,
of a
which is
state
pretty impressive, but it's a score that can
is
be
the
beaten.
governor's control. Not much a president really can do locally. That's all left up to the governor. So it was all on the governors in these states to shut down, close all of these businesses and all of this. I don't know
And
what they
setting
think
up
they're going to
the par 4
gain.
tee off.
I think they're gaining money from the deep state. As to where, okay, you shut down your state and all of this,
just
we'll give you this amount of
launched
money.
this drive.
It's like, okay, you're not gonna live long enough to pay. You're not gonna live long enough to
25 yards to
enjoy that money, because once this stuff is over, you're gonna get voted out and probably handed a few lefts and rights.
Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. Could have put a bit too much club on this one. And not the greatest approach shot there.
But I'm
much
just,
club on that
for
one.
right now, I'm just here to protect my home. I've
This one's a
sort of got my
9-footer.
mini prep on, so got a couple months of food. I think I got about a couple months of ammo too. So
This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. And that drops for bogey.
we shall see.
And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole. Well, folks, I don't think he's going to like that.
How are the stores looking there?
Okay,
They
now
are
moving
looking
on
low
to the
here.
11th.
Let's see. I usually just go to the Dollar General. That's the little Dollar General store that's like right around the corner from me. They finally now got, bread just stocked. They were waiting on their milk and eggs to come in, but You know, they're pretty good. The big stores I try to stay out of because, for one, I don't feel as though I need to wear a mask walking around the place. But yeah, they left the essential stores open, you know, like liquor stores and shit, because in Virginia here, the um, the liquor stores are ran by
It's
the
looking like it's
government,
heading into the
by
fairway.
by the local government, the state. So of course that's going to be essential to open, but everything
That,
else is
ladies and
closed.
gentlemen, is a
You know,
feat to accomplish. Hitting the green off the tee
but
on this par 4.
it's the last time I went to Food Lion. You know,
Lol, go
most
figure.
most of their frozens was gone, and
And this for the birdie.
they're limiting the chicken for some strange reason. You know, you get 2 packs per person. Doesn't matter which variety. You get 2 packs per person, and but you can have all the pork and beef you want. I guess that's gonna run out, but Smithfield just closed the plant.
And after that one, currently sitting
I
at
forget which
5
state they
over
closed
today.
it. But little
This
do
kind
people.
KF like the book Divergent. What is up with the chicken?
I don't know. Tyson, we got a Tyson plant here in Virginia. Haven't heard anything about that closing. We have a Smithfield, but they fail to realize the Smithfield plant was acquired by China about 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was a while back. It was acquired by China. So if they wanted to, yeah, they can kill all the pork in Virginia or wherever, you know.
And let's
But I
see
don't
what
think
the
they
12
want to
has
do
in
that.
store.
But that's just a FYI. But I'm not sure what the deal is with, you know, limiting chicken. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't figured that one out. That's just the same as the toilet paper. Haven't figured that one out either. Why everybody's, making a run on toilet paper instead of making a run on food.
And I think he's going to like that.
Because when this all went down, it's like everybody just did a mad dash. I gotta have 6 months supply of toilet
18
paper.
feet.
Okay, toilet paper is not gonna sustain you. When it's time to put some nourishment in your body.
Oh, that was so close.
But they did. And for us sane folks, I got a meme
And
that
currently,
it has like,
today's event scored a 2 under par.
it's
And
where,
now
you
setting
got
up
the
on this
insane
par 3.
folks making a run on doggone toilet paper, and then the sane folks making a run on ammo. And that's what a lot of me and my friends did. We ordered ammo,
Going with the
and
6
so
iron.
now it's like the ammo that I use in the about the 2 to 3 places that I get it from, they are out of stock.
I think something bigger is coming, but of course we
And this
don't
putt's for
know
birdie.
what.
I honestly, I think so too. And I think it's all gonna get kicked off over here. it's gonna get kicked
This
off
one's
over
about
here. But I
3
don't.
feet away.
But then again, I'm like, okay, nothing. None of the folks that I
Currently
follow,
sitting at 5
that I
over for the
trust,
day after that hole.
is leading in that
Next up is
direction.
par 5.
But for what is happening, it is a big possibility that shit could pop off like tonight and just leave us all like, wow, what just happened? Because of what's been talked about,
This one's looking
that's
pretty
going
good
on,
so far.
that's gonna go on. But I'm hoping nothing too deadly happens as to where, you know, it just turns into total chaos and the big boys try to fight the little boys and because I don't have my vest yet.
And this
Still
putt to
working
save
on
par.
that. Once I get my tactical vest and plates, then I'm ready. You know.
And that one will drop. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole.
And I am in the city. Lucky for me, it is not too big of a city.
Yeah, it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff.
Well, yeah,
For
that's
about,
good.
185 yards.
I don't think it's gonna be more or less, you know,
I think that's a
more or
5.
less. I think the local government up there in Detroit, up there in Michigan. That governor, she's like, she done lost her damn
Nice
mind.
shot. I think you'll like that.
She
31 feet out here.
in stores, she's blocked off seeds, fruits and vegetable seeds. If you go into Lowe's or Home Depot, you can't buy furniture, you can't buy outdoor equipment, you can't buy nothing as to where you can home improve. I mean, you're on home lockdown. So you ain't got nothing but time, so it's time to fix up stuff. She done deemed all of that stuff non-essential, so stores are roping that off as to where you can't even buy gardening supplies or nothing, as to where, okay, well, I got time now, I might as well go start me a garden. No, she done blocked that off. That's one crazy ass heifer. And if I lived in Michigan, trust me, I would have me a moving van at my front door right
Ooh,
now.
Just misses.
I mean, as many militias that I know of that's up there in Michigan, I don't know how they consider taking that.
Current leader sits at 1 under.
I really don't.
And team
And
off on this par 4.
that's some serious tyranny. You know, I can understand closing down liquor stores. You know, I can deal with that. If I have to, I'll do some home brew or something. But you know, they're stopping you from even sustaining life. You know, even making your own food. So that tells me right off the bat, you don't give a fuck about me because you know you're going to get your food anyway.
Wilson's looking pretty good. And from 165 yards out.
And the Kentucky governor just really pissed me off because
Going with the 7-iron on this one.
he wanted the police to doggone record everybody's license plates that went to church on Sunday, on Easter Sunday.
And I think he's going to like that.
You know.
Setting up here for a 30
And so
putt.
the Kentucky Supreme Court judge said no.
Luke, for me, I am pretty independent, but still need more help than most people.
Oh,
yeah, but
close.
you'll be okay. Yeah, but yeah, that Kentucky governor, you know, did that shit, and then the Kentucky Supreme Court said no, you can't do that.
Currently sitting at 5 over.
And there's a few stories out there that there was some nails thrown at the entrance of the parking lot. So when folks come out, they'll get a flat tire or something. You know, this is wild. This is
now.
Like really retard time. This is some real retarded shit.
And here's the 6-iron. Poor approach shot there.
I mean, our governor here in Virginia gave that stay-at-home order and all of that. You know, it's like
10 feet to go here.
It just seems as though, like they said, all of these blue state governors
This shot is
are doing that.
Too good. And this putt is for bogey.
This is the United States, or I thought it was.
I thought it was too.
Ooh, it looked
Oh
close.
my goodness.
Just didn't go. And this putt's right around 2 feet.
Yeah, but I gotta give it to the Texas governor, Greg Abbott. He said, "I'm finna open up my state."
It's gonna result in him moving down in the standings.
You know, getting ready to open up my state slowly, get my state economy back rolling.
And picking up on the 18th
You know,
hole action here. Let's see what happens.
And there have been states as to where they took an advisement as to where, you know, okay, I understand, you know, this social distancing, no problem, but I'm not shutting down my entire state, businesses and all of that. You know, so they did it smart. You know, okay, stay your ass 6 feet away from people.
And about 210 to the pin from here.
I don't need to close your business unless you're an up-close business, which I can understand. You know, I'm not going to close you, but, you know. But yeah, there are some states where other state governors are pointing the fingers at. You know, oh, look at them, they didn't close because they were smart enough not to.
And sinking this next putt will result in a final
why
round score of
put people out of
At least Michigan
work?
is a purple state for now.
Oh God, I'm hoping it turns red. I'm hoping it turns red. It should
This one's about
after
2 feet
this.
from the cup.
I mean, parts of Michigan, doggone,
And Luke, as his event comes to an end, don't know
is in
really
dire
what else to
needs
say,
anyway. And then the
but
governor
he
sits there and just
wasn't there. He
shuts
wasn't on when
Laquita
he needed
and
to be.
Shawanda shit
Well, John, I know
down.
they won't be
Their
happy with our
hairstyle and
performance,
shit
but if they've learned
down.
the lesson
Just
from
shut
it,
them down.
they've still gained. That's a positive.
They done.
That's going to
I
do
mean,
it for us, folks.
the business
From
is
myself
not
and
done
John,
because you
thanks
know
for
they're
tuning in,
going
and
to
we'll see you
people's
next time.
houses and doing it. You know, instead of the people coming to them, they go to the people. But then you got these wannabe RoboCops, and I really do wish ill will on these cops that are enforcing this. I really do. I honestly do, and this can get out on YouTube or whatever. That this is unconstitutional, and you swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. And this is no more than just one person that supposedly swore an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States, saying, "Oh well, I'm just gonna be tyrannical." Oh no. You know. So I do wish ill will on them, and I hope that, you know, life is unkind to them on the other side of this. I really do. And I hope the people in these states, you know,
I live
doggone
in an area where people are fiscal conservative and classic old school liberals.
yeah. But I'm just hoping that, once all of this is over, we get back on, and once the shit start booming and shit again, motherfuckers gonna have their hands out, and I hope the hand falls the fuck off. I just really hope that something bad happens to them, because this is not right. You taking advantage of a situation because of your ideological differences. You didn't do this shit when we had N1H1, when we had the fucking swine flu running through this fucking country, killing 10,000 fucking people. You did not do shit. You didn't do a damn thing. Barack Obama sitting up there didn't do a damn thing until motherfuckers like, hey, we need to do something. People are dying. And then the motherfucker comes out and say something. But that was after about fucking thousands of people have died. We didn't shut down one business. But now, since there's a Republican in the fucking White House, it's like, hey, do this social distancing because we don't know what the fuck this is. Is it flu? Is it something different? We don't know what it is. Then these motherfuckers run around like, oh, okay, we just gonna shut our whole fucking state down because we can do that. Because they're part of an agenda as to where we're gonna drop this economy because we are nasty.
Emoji purple heart, emoji purple
Hey, Lauren.
heart, emoji purple heart, emoji purple heart.
We're nasty individuals, and somebody's going to give us a big, huge chunk of money to do this. Okay, like I said, I hope you never live, and your descendants never live to spend a penny of it, because you're evil. And it's unconstitutional, but you do not give a fuck about the Constitution. You do not give a fuck about the American people. You do not give a fuck about this country. It's all about you, and somebody's controlling you. which is totally sad. But like I said, I really hope and pray that something ill happens to these fuckers that are doing this tyrannical bullshit.
Hey Lauren, emoji green heart.
But there are governors out there that are saying, no, we're going to be cautious. Okay, we're cautious. Like I said, Greg Abbott in Texas, he said, fuck this shit. I'm opening back up. I'll open back up slowly, precautiously.
Cooper, emoji purple heart, emoji purple heart, emoji purple heart.
But I want to get my
Lauren.
state back up running, so people in my state don't lose hope, don't lose what they have, because they are responsible for what they have. You know, all of these big farms, all of these people with homes, they're responsible for that. Regardless of what the federal government says, the state government controls what happens in their state.
Colin Darling.
That's why these states that are just going like total tyrannical, you know, here in Virginia, this son of a bitch signed 3 fucking totally infringing on the Second Amendment rights bills. Some red flag laws. He signed that, oh, you can only buy 1 gun per 30 days, you know, and all of this shit. It's like, really? So I'm fed up with my state, you know, because I know my government has nothing to do with my state. And as long as I have a local government like this, it's going to be frustrating. Because within the Constitution, that's the way it was built, that's the way it was made out. You know?
I am glad I am working. I have to pay my rent because it doesn't pay itself.
That is true. My mortgage company sent me a letter, sent me an email explaining about, you know, the relief and all of that. And I told them no. I said, just keep taking it out of my bank account, you know, because I don't want to be sitting here 6 months later and I'm like $10,000, $12,000, you know, I have to make up. No. This is a hard time for us. And as long as these local democratic governments, you know, seize these opportunities to implement all of these draconian laws. They're not laws, I'm sorry. Draconian edicts, you know. And the sad part about it is,
when
the
we
law,
get our checks, do we have to pay that money back?
no, you don't have to pay that money back, Colin, that the government is giving you. It's sort of like a free tax return. That's all that is. That particular money you don't have to pay back, but the stuff that they stop, like student loans, they stop for, I think, 6 months, he said. But if they do away with student loans, I guess they're going to wipe the slate with that, pay whoever had it. However, they're going to negotiate with that if it gets to that point. But the little money that the government is sending out now, it's sort of, they're putting it up under a they're putting it up under like it's a stimulus check.
Night, Tony, Lauren, and Colin. Have a good night. Emoji green heart.
All right, you too now. Thank you for stopping by. You know, it's like the stimulus check that I think I got one earlier this year or last year. It was only for like $220. You know, but that you don't have to pay back. That's sort of like okay.
Cooper, emoji purple heart. Good night, darling.
They put it up under, you know, income tax type stuff, so you don't have to pay that back. But if you, all that other stuff that they deferring, I would get a hold to the place that's being deferred, you know, like education and stuff like that, and say, no, I don't want to defer it because that means I have to pay you longer. Yeah, but yeah, these local governments and these local law enforcement, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. They really should be. I mean, all the stuff that I've seen on the internet, law enforcement in Philly, law enforcement in New York, I'm ashamed of them because the locals do not respect them because of Bill de Blasio, but they're not fighting back. They have enough power to fight back. They used to fight back in the day. Back in the 70s and the 80s, the cops used to fight back in New York. They had a blue flu and everybody stay home and the city just goes fucking berserk. Then the government will fucking start showing more, the local government start showing more respect for them, for their jobs, for what they have to do. But now, since de Blasio's been in office and disrespecting the cops because he's a fucking pansy ass, I'm glad I don't stay in New York. And as to where these people feel entitled to walk around to disrespecting authority. And I don't get that. I really don't get that. Yep, I really don't get that. Oh shit.